Hi, I'm George. I'm Australian. I've been traveling now for 2 months, which is why I look like this. I've had people say to me before, George, why, if you're catching so many planes, would you choose to look like someone who blows them up? That's racist. So anyways.
One car.
Anyway, so before I came to London, I was actually flew in from Amsterdam. So as you can imagine, I was pretty high. That's how flight works though, so that's not that interesting. I was in Amsterdam. I was actually wondering there, what kind of humour do Dutch people have? Because you know, different cultures have different humours. Like Australians like dirty jokes, British people like witty jokes, apparently, and Americans.
Whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa! And Americans.
Oh, hang on a minute.
And Americans like cheeseburgers. Anyways, I was lucky enough to meet a Dutch person who said to me, he said, "Oh man, the Dutch people, they love racist jokes." That's my Dutch accent, by the way. He goes, "Do you want to hear a joke?" So I was like, I'm not sure about this, but okay. He goes, "Okay, so 3 black guys are driving in a car." I'm like, "Stop!" He goes, "Why?" I'm like, "That sounds kind of racist." He goes, okay, a new joke. "What's the difference between a bucket of shit and a black..." I'm like, "Stop!" He's like, "What?" So that's when I had to explain to him, there's only one thing in this world that I hate, and that's racism and Pakistanis. and the Dutch. So that's enough about that. Let's go into another thing that I think about probably too much, which is men's change rooms. So the men's change rooms is a weird place where all the rules that apply everywhere else don't apply there. So men's change rooms is all about confidence, right? The less homophobic you are, the less gay you are, which leads to some very weird situations. Like in the real world, the more men that you show your penis to, you'd think the more gay you are. But not so. The more men that can describe the size and shape of your member after spending time with you in the men's change rooms, the less gay you are. By this rule, we've all been wrong about George Michael for many years. So anyways, it doesn't stop there though. Let me just go. Last time I was in a men's change room, I was actually in there doing my shoes up when all of a sudden, someone's standing just being like, "What's the matter? Scared of having a man's penis in your mouth? What are you, gay or something?" So I'm still reeling from this. And when I decided it's time to have a shower. So men's chambers actually don't have doors on the showers. It's another opportunity to show how confident you are. You can always tell the ones who aren't confident because I'll be showering with their backs turned, buttocks clenched, just showering stiffly. I walk past one of those, obviously gay people, and get to the next one. And that's when I make my mistake. I lock eyes. I walk past someone showering, all of a sudden I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me. And I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me. And I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So that was that experience. I was at another men's change rooms later that day, the next day, and I was trying to learn from this experience. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that this change rooms actually had doors on the showers. So to everyone else walking past, I was just some weirdo in there playing with myself, just watching them walk past. I didn't realize my mistake, and then all of a sudden one of the people walking past stopped, looked around, and then came in, and we just started showering together. So normally I'd be weirded out, but in that situation, all I could think was, man, I am so straight. So that's... Thank you. So on a completely unrelated topic, before leaving, I thought to myself, you know what, George, you've had sex once. You should get yourself a sex test. Has anyone else here ever had themselves checked for anything? Kind of worrying. So anyways, let me describe how it works in Australia. I don't know if it's the same here. The first time you go into the test, it's actually quite easy. You walk in, 5 minutes, pee in a cup, you're out of there. Easiest thing in the world. The second time, though, is one of the most harrowing experiences of your life. I'm not sure if it was just me, but I walk in, I sit down, the doctor's sitting there, and he says to me, "Well, George, we have the results of your test. And I'm going to read it to you right now. HIV, negative. AIDS, negative. Gonorrhea, negative. Chlamydia, negative." At this point, I am out of my chair. I'm just going, what is wrong with this person? Is this like the policy for everyone, or is it just this one doctor who acts like this? Is he just at home and his wife's like, "So honey, how was your day?" And he's like, "Drive to work, positive. Day at work, positive. Dinner time conversation? Negative.
There's George Dimarelos, our first finalist. The least shit.
Thank you.
George there, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
There we go.